Welcome to the post-December Private Company Council meetings, a video highlight for all of you watchers and listeners out there. As you know, we meet quarterly, and the fourth quarter meeting of the Private Company Council was on December 16th and 17th in person in the FASB headquarters in Norwalk. We continued to discuss our 2024 priorities that we laid out during the year. The four ones we're exploring currently: credit losses related to short-term trade receivable and contract assets, debt modifications and extinguishments, and presentation of contract assets and contract liabilities for construction contractors. And then we're talking about, can we identify some lease accounting simplifications in the private company space? But of those four priorities, I want to highlight the credit losses project because it's the furthest along. So as many of you are aware, we made a vote in October about moving this forward that was ultimately affirmed by the FASB. And then in the ensuing period, we received feedback about challenges that had been encountered by private companies when applying the credit losses guidance. And to address the challenges, an exposure draft was issued in December of 2024, and the final comment period ended on January 17th. The proposed amendments include a practical expedient and an accounting policy election for private companies and ultimately for certain not-for-profit entities, as decided by the FASB board, related to the application of the credit loss guidance to current accounts receivable and current contract assets arising from transactions accounted for under Topic 606, revenue from contracts with customers. The proposed amendments are expected to reduce the time and effort in applying the guidance without reducing the decision usefulness of this information for investors and other financial statement users. We expect to review the comment letters and address the feedback at an upcoming meeting, perhaps as soon as our March meeting. In addition, in December, we also reassessed our agenda priorities and discussed several areas that we may explore in the future. For example, we're considering an impact on debt disclosures. We're also evaluating whether subjective acceleration and material adverse change clauses might require some guidance for private companies. And in addition, we're doing an evaluation of their other opportunities for disclosure simplifications for private companies. During the December meeting, we also got an opportunity to hear from the FASB staff and the FASB about some ongoing projects, and we're able to provide our input related to the impact on private companies. These included the accounting for government grants, the accounting for and disclosure of intangibles, and financial key performance indicators for business entities. As you know, a critical part of the Private Company Council's mandate is to advise the FASB on ongoing projects. And so we regularly receive updates like these three and are able to give feedback along the way to discuss if or when or how private companies might be treated differently than public companies. As I mentioned before, we're meeting again in March. That will be a virtual meeting, and so look forward for you all participating through a link. Just go to the FASB website as the time comes up and register, and we hope to see you there.